Well, Rise and Grind DMV, happy Saturday. We are waking up to overcast skies across the area, but we're tracking the rain. We're also tracking a bit of a wintry mix as we head through the day today. So keep it here. We'll break down that entire forecast up next.
This morning on DC News Now, the investigation into the exact cause of that mid-air collision over the Potomac River continues. What that Army helicopter could have done differently. Plus, an executive order from President Donald Trump could change how crime is handled in the district. The details on the order and what community leaders are saying about potential impacts. And a spotlight on a new exhibit celebrating Black heritage and culture. What artists say inspired them to create.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on DC News Now. I'm Tosin Fakile. Your time, it is 8 o'clock on the dot. It is Saturday, February 15th. It is also a DMV First Warn Day. Let's send you outside right now with a live look over the horizon, over the district. You can see the sun is up, and it's hard to tell because the clouds are still lingering. The good news is that shot is beautiful. The sky is beautiful. Outside feels beautiful and looks beautiful right now. That's all going to change in a matter of hours. For more on our DMV First Warn Day, meteorologist Brittany Ward is joining us now. So, Brittany, we're expecting a mix of several precipitation today.
Yeah, and you know what the good news is? Washington, D.C. looks like you guys are mainly going to be seeing rain, but our friends in the higher elevations, they will be dealing with that wintry mix. So let's take a look at radar, showing you where that storm system is, the center of that system making its way into the desert southeast. But we are going to be keeping an eye out on the warm front right now that is moving into the state of Kentucky. This will begin to lift into our area today, providing us with mainly rain across the entire district, whereas our friends, again, they're going to be dealing with that wintry mix, and then that cold front slowly making its way into the south. That'll be moving in as we head through your Sunday, sparking up some more showers. So let's zoom in into radar, kind of showing you the wider picture. Again, Washington, D.C., we are dry, but as we head further off to the north and west, out towards Cumberland, our friends in the higher elevation, they are starting to see some snow begin to fall. Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, looks like you guys are holding on to some snow flurries at this hour. Cumberland, Maryland, though, it looks like we are starting to see some of that wintry mix begin to fall. Freezing rain as well as sleet mixing in with some wet snowflakes. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of this forecast, Tosin, and what to expect up next.
All right, Brittany, we'll check in with you soon. Thank you. 8:02 is your time. Critical updates in the mid-air collision over the Potomac River 2 weeks ago. It killed all 67 people on board that American Airlines jet and the Army helicopter. The NTSB now saying several communication failures may have led to the two aircrafts colliding. DC News Now's Ben Dennis has the latest on the investigation.
New findings about the moments leading up to the tragedy on the Potomac River 2 weeks ago. The NTSB says the Black Hawk helicopter crew may not have heard a critical direction from the tower to pass behind the American Airlines jet because the crew's microphone may have been on and canceled out audio coming in.
Radio transmission from the tower was audible on both CVRs, directing the Black Hawk to pass behind the CRJ. Pass behind the may not have been received by the Black Hawk crew.
Also new, the first acknowledgement the Army crew likely wore night vision goggles, part of routine training.
Had they been removed, the crew was required to have a discussion about going unaided. There is no evidence on the cockpit voice recorder or CVR of such a discussion.
Problems seeing with night vision goggles have been documented for years. These two complaints filed with federal aviation officials at unknown airports allege near collisions involving these goggles during training exercises and while on the same type of Black Hawk helicopter. A complaint in 2016 alleges a pilot took evasive action to avoid hitting another Black Hawk, saying it is often difficult to judge distances at night under NVGs, night vision goggles, A 2015 complaint says a student pilot nearly hit another helicopter, saying the aircraft was difficult to see while wearing goggles. This video from the FAA even acknowledges a similar problem. It was posted to YouTube 4 years ago.
Pilots using night vision goggles are unable to see certain lights. The inability to see lights that would be visible with the naked eye, but are invisible when using goggles, has created a safety issue for helicopter pilots.
And at Reagan National specifically, pilots who've flown in the area described issues with night vision goggles.
It might not be the direct cause, but it certainly could be a potentially contributing factor.
You just can't see them even with goggles on. Goggles actually make it worse down there. It's so bright. So a lot of times we would flip our goggles up going through that area.
That was Ben Dennis reporting. Now, up next in this investigation, the feds acknowledge the helicopter's surveillance interface with the tower was not working, and they're trying to figure out why. They also say there will be a visibility study into what may have been seen from the cockpits of both flights, including what may or may not have been seen with night vision goggles. 8:05 new this morning. Prince George's County Fire and EMS say a man is dead after an apartment fire in District Heights. It happened at about 10 last night on the second floor of an apartment on Walker Mill Road. That fire has since been contained. The cause is still under investigation. And staying in Maryland, bullet holes found in a Metro Access van, and police now investigating how it happened. You can see there on your screen crime scene tape around the van parked in Capitol Heights. They say the vehicle was shot up on Rochelle Avenue. Thankfully, the driver and 3 riders were not hurt. If you have any information on this shooting, you are asked to contact police. Developing now, President Donald Trump is expected to sign an executive order cracking down on crime in D.C. The executive order could include a directive to clear homeless encampments and clean up graffiti. It's also set to allow prosecutors be more aggressive in charging suspects for violent crimes. Advocates say they're extremely concerned about the looming order and how it will be enforced.
Our elected officials to stop kicking people while they're down. Encampment clearings are dangerous, they are violent, they cost a lot of money, and they make it harder to solve homelessness.
This past week, Mayor Muriel Bowser says she's been in discussion with the Trump administration on that executive order, but she did not give any specifics. And staying in D.C., reports of an ICE agent on American University's campus. Now, while it turned out to be just an impersonator, students still concerned about potential immigration raids. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg has details from campus.
ICE agents have been conducting operations throughout the DMV over the past 3 weeks. They say targeting wanted criminals.
Obviously, there's a very negative stigma that comes with the word criminals, and we kind of know who they're targeting specifically. Obviously, they're not going to be looking at non-POC people.
AU student newspaper The Eagle reports a man wearing an ICE jacket was seen around 12:30 Friday afternoon.
The person was first spotted in the McKinley building or the school communications building.
Matthias Sandoval works for The Eagle and says he was taken aback at first before learning the ICE agent was just dressed up like one.
I just think, instilling fear in people while they're trying to, learn and, work towards having a better future, that's really sad to me.
University leaders say they confirmed no official ICE operations happened on campus Friday, adding AUPD is investigating, seeking to identify the person in that ICE jacket. The situation still upsetting for some.
I was honestly really scared and kind of concerned because even though it wasn't real, it was fake. It does concern me that this could potentially happen for real.
That was Daniel Hamburg reporting. The university is asking students to report suspicious activity to campus police, reiterating its stance on immigration, saying AUPD, that's American University Police, will not participate in joint immigration enforcement unless required by law. And happening tomorrow in Virginia on the anniversary of that Sterling House explosion, a candlelight vigil to honor the volunteer firefighter killed in that explosion. Trevor Brown, who was with Loudoun County Fire and Rescue since 2016, died in that explosion. It also injured 13 other people. The memorial will take place at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow at the future site of the Firefighter Brown Memorial Park in Sterling. That park is expected to open this summer. A heads up for Metro riders, WMATA says there are changes to the blue, orange, and silver line this President's Day weekend. So until Monday, the blue line will run from Franconia Springfield to Greenbelt, but there will be no blue line trains between Pentagon and Largo stations. The orange line will operate in two parts between Vienna and Clarendon and Foggy Bottom and New Carrollton. As for the silver line, trains are running between Ashburn and Clarendon and separately between Foggy Bottom and downtown Largo. To some sports news now. Washington Mystics rookie Aaliyah Edwards balling out in the unrivaled 1-versus-1 tournament after beating WNBA legend Breanna Stewart 12-0. Edwards kept winning all the way to the finals. She unfortunately lost to Minnesota Lynx star Napheesa Collier in the final. And happening today, some of the top high schoolers in the country and Canada competing in a basketball tournament in Upper Marlboro. Grind Session is what it's called. And the tournament started last night at Wise High School with multiple high-ranking prospects. Admission is $15 a day. The tournament goes on until tomorrow. And Brittany, for those who plan to be out and about at a tournament, maybe grabbing brunch, whatever the case may be, they really need to be weather aware around here today.
Yeah, you know, as we head through your day today, we're going to be tracking the rain, and then our friends in the higher elevations, you guys have a better chance of seeing that wintry mix as we head through your Saturday. So planning the rest of your day out here in the nation's capital, we are dry through the morning, but as you head further off to the north and west, out toward Hagerstown, Frostburg, even Garrett County, you guys are already starting to see that wintry precipitation fall. Here back at home around 12 o'clock, still going to be holding on to mostly dry conditions, but then we start to see that rain begin to fall as we head through the afternoon. So keep it here, Tosin. We'll have a full breakdown of this forecast up next.